Hello, everybody. Happy November 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Lily, and I am so happy that you are here with me today. In today's video, I am going to do a flip through of 3 new fall themed junk journals that I just finished. I actually finished them a few days ago, but I was a little bit busy, and I'll tell you more about that later if I get a chance. So here are the 3 beautiful fall themed junk journals. They are all very similar, and except for a few little things here and there. The middle one obviously is a little bit smaller than the other two. All of the dimensions will be listed down below, including how many pages. Well, that I do remember, about 80 pages. But the dimensions will be down below. I would tell you what they are, but I may not be exact. So just click down below for all of those details. All 3 junk journals have been made from repurposing packaging, either cereal boxes or cracker boxes or cookie boxes, things like that. They are pretty sturdy. They have been layered with scrapbooking papers. There's 2 layers on the front cover, 1 layer on the back cover, and then also lined on the inside with scrapbooking papers. I'm pointing out all of the cute little details in these junk journals, especially on the cover. I've used a wooden frame on that cover, which I have painted gold, and then I further embellished it with some gold wax, and then added those that pumpkin sticker. And I'll go back and go over that as we continue with the junk journals. And if I miss pointing something out, with this first one, I'll make sure I bring it up with the 2 that I have to follow. They have book corners, and then there's bead dangles. Those are from the center of each signature. There are 2 signatures here. And then beautiful satin bronze-colored ribbons and organza ribbon. And then those are threaded through a large eyelet. That pumpkin on the front cover is a sticker. In fact, there are 2 stickers. And then I further embellished them with some gems and some beautiful gingham ribbon. I love the bird's eye view of junk journals. They just look so pretty. I love the way they fan out. And I'm just pointing out all of the ribbons and fibers and threads that are just kind of poking through the top and on the side. Lots of texture here, you guys. Lots of texture. There's also a dangle that's clipped on with a bullpen on the spine. And that was a little wooden bird cage embellished with a flower. And then there's also a little bee kind charm on there. And you'll see that as we continue. The spine I didn't mention is lined with fabric, and I like that because it adds a lot more flexibility, and it's lined on the outside of the spine with the fabric, and then also down the center of the inside of the cover. So I have been making these little houses for several months now, and I have whimsical houses, I have Christmas houses, Halloween houses, and guess what? Now I have fall houses, you guys. And those videos will be linked down below. In fact, everything relevant to this junk journal, including some of the things that I made, will be linked down below. Now give me a couple of days before I upload this one with the little fall houses. I do have it recorded. I just have to go in and edit it and upload it. So give me a couple of days before I upload that one. But once it's uploaded, I will also have it linked down below. But this is a little fall house, and I made clusters. I added that sunflower there to kind of give it the look of a chimney. And then a little door with such cute little sticker embellishments. This is made from an envelope, you guys, and you can use a number 10 envelope. You can use a junk mail envelope, whatever you want. Go watch those other videos because I explain and I do a process video showing you how I make these with scraps of paper, with jelly printed paper, with stickers, with just random little bits and pieces of of goodies. And so there are 2 tags included in each of these little fall house envelope pockets. And these tags and all the tags that are in the junk journals were made by the Tim Holtz Chapter 3 tag framelit dies. I think that's correct. That was a mouthful. And there's 3 different sizes in the envelopes. A number 8, which is the large, number 5, which is the medium, and then a number 2, which is the little one. And they're really, really nice because they have this debossed or dry emboss. I don't know what it's called, but it has this edge all around it. And it's so cool. I think it's a debossed edge all the way around. And I'm kind of pointing that out right there. It's kind of hard to pick it up on video, but if you've watched Tim Holtz's videos, he does a great job of showing you all the details in those tags. And all of the tags also have reinforcers, just to add a little more embellishment, and then also ribbon and trims from the opening there. This is a fall playing card that I've had for a few years. It was actually Happy Mail from my sister. And so as I was shopping my stash to put these together, I came across that tag and I'm like, I know exactly where you're going to go. I made some fall. So I made several videos where I show you my process for creating fall ephemera. And those are also linked down below. And then after I recorded the video for this tag right here, I realized I missed one important detail, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. This is a cute little envelope. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. Also from the newest Tim Holtz Chapter 3 collection. Those envelopes are so cute. They come with a little die so that you can cut a little window in them. And then also the dies for the note cards. I mean, that set is complete. Have I mentioned how much I love Tim Holtz's Chapter 3? Absolutely love it. And then I embellished it with more die-cut fall flowers. That fall flower there, it looks like a real flower, you guys. And if you want to know how I did that, I have a video for that too, down below. If you want to know the exact name of it, just leave me a comment below and I will point you in the right direction. The papers that make up the signatures are scrapbooking papers. There's ledger paper, coffee dyed paper. Some of them may even have eco dyed paper. I don't think they all do because I ran out. I may have only had a couple of sheets, but you'll see. You'll see what has what. Okay, so here is the fall journaling cards that I made, and I'm pointing down at the link down below for the video. So one of the things that I forgot to do in the video, you guys, I even titled it Fall Junk Journaling Cards or Junk Journaling Tags. I completely forgot to add the fall rub-ons to the tags. Oh my gosh. So I had to do it off camera. It was too late. I had already uploaded the video, and it wasn't until I played it back I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't do the rub-ons. And then I did them off camera. And then when I was putting them in the journal, I realized that some of them still didn't have the little rub-ons. These are rub-ons that I picked up at the beginning of the season at the Dollar Tree. I love rub-ons. They have a really good collection of rub-ons. And so I picked up a couple, and I am just placing it over this one because I missed it. And I believe there is one other one that I also missed. And so you'll watch me how I add it to that one as well. Can you believe that? I called it a fall tag and it had nothing fall except for the color theme. I did use warm colors to create these tags. And then, they were fun. I just forgot the rub-ons. But that's okay. We move on. So I'm just going to add it with the paper clip. Every single paper clip in the junk journal has a little ribbon. And if it doesn't, because, I flip through these several times before I film the flip through. And even then, there's always little details that I missed. So there are a few paper clips that I will add some ribbons too. That vintage music paper is so cute. The graphics in it are so lovely. They're so lovely, you guys. So that was fun adding that. This doily is so beautiful. I only have a few of these left. They are large, but I folded the bottom up to create a pocket. And then I inserted one of these pocket journal cards that I have altered. I'm pointing down below. So whenever you see me pointing down below, that means that I've got a video for it. And in fact, that's the video where I show you how I make realistic looking fall leaves out of a simple plain die cut. So that was a lot of fun. Each of this signature will have beads dangling from there. And those wanted to get all tangled up, but they didn't. So you just hold the book up and let them hang loosely, and then they will come apart. And I used beads from my own personal stash and also some that I've had from broken jewelry that I just never got around to putting together. And the color theme is perfect. Oh, you guys. Okay, so here are the 3 tags from Tim Holtz's dies. That red one is felt. I know. Mind blown. But as I was looking for papers and elements and components and substrates to put this together, I looked across my room and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's some felt. I wonder if the die will cut the felt. And it cut it. It's a thin die. It's like a little framelit. And it cut it perfect, you guys. And then I embellished it with little clusters of die cut leaves and acorns and cute little things like that. But that felt leaf is so cute. Okay, here's something else that I worked on. I've recently purchased a bunch of Stamping Bella stamps, rubber stamps, and this is one of them. Isn't she adorable? I stamped her on watercolor paper, and then I colored her with some markers. They weren't alcohol markers. They were a different kind of marker. I can't remember off the top of my head, but that was fun. So that's my own little coloring, and so that is so pretty. I just absolutely love that tag. That is coffee dyed paper. I think on that one I actually splattered it. I was trying to go for a different look, and I think it came out okay. There are a couple of corner tucks in the signatures. Now, they are not stitched onto the paper, but they do have machine stitching on those little corner tucks. And then I just did a little cluster of little pieces of ephemeras that I had. And that maple leaf is a little wooden leaf that is glued onto that corner tuck. So a lot of dimensional elements throughout the junk journal. I don't hold back. Nothing is flat. There's a lot of dimension in this. But the spine is 2 inches, you guys, and I'm only using 2 signatures. So there's plenty of room for expansion. Like this Rolodex card, also video down below. It's super dimensional, but it's so cute. And oh my gosh, I forgot to mention these journals are available in my Etsy shop. So the link will be down below if you want to go take a look. There's pictures there if you want to see up close too. But if you get your hands on this junk journal and you don't want to keep the Rolodex in the junk journal, you can put it in your Rolodex if that is something that you do. Great. I used scrapbooking papers for my stash, and I really didn't have like fall specific or autumn specific scrapbooking papers, but I had warm colored scrapbooking papers, and that is what I used throughout the junk journals. Pointing out that I used a little rosette there. I made those from a Tim Holtz die. And here is the second. Each journal will have 2 sets of these 3 tags that have been tied together. And then one of them will feature the red felt tag, and then this one is like it's not like a bright yellow. It's almost like a mustard yellow. It's perfect. It's like a fall yellow. And so I was showing you how it's flexible because it's felt. So back to the papers. So the papers that I selected as I was shopping for my stash are all warm colors, and I think they fall perfectly, pun intended, fall perfectly within the fall junk journal. That is a mushroom die cut that my sister gave me many years ago, and I honestly didn't know what to do with it. It was flat, it was dull. So I ran it through the embossing folder, and then I rubbed some gold wax over it, and then I hot glued one of those little maple wooden embellishments, and now it's super cute, super cute. Lots of little clusters throughout the journal where I use die cut leaves, and all die cuts, those large ones and then the little ones, are all from Tim Holtz dies. And that one, so cute. This is a coin envelope from the Tim Holtz Chapter 3 release. And then it comes with a die so you can die cut it with or without that window. And then I just added some acetate to make it see-through. And then die cut a little note card from beautiful scrapbooking paper, and then also die cut a green glitter fall leaf. And then I just put that in there and then clipped it shut with a cute little paper clip. I need to add a little bit of adhesive to the top of that acetate because I forgot to do that, and that's what I'm pointing at right there. So that will be fixed, so don't worry about it. Super cute the way it looks into that corner tuck. I've also sprinkled throughout the junk journals offcuts of coordinating colors. So you'll see those in there throughout. So you can use them to further embellish or as journal cards, or just leave it in there as a background because it looks great. Here's the other card that I forgot to put a little fall rub on. So I'll do that quickly. Each journal will have 3 of these cards. One of them that is stamped with beautiful, and then the other 2 have the month and date. So 2 of the month and date and 1 beautiful. So a total of 3 in each of the junk journals, kind of just sprinkled throughout. So all 3 junk journals are very similar, but the order of the papers are different. Some of the colors are different because I didn't have 3 of everything, and so I made it work with the supplies that I had, but they are very similar. I also used coffee dyed school paper and then coffee dyed note paper. You can see the perforation on that coffee dyed paper in there. The school paper, I think I also sprinkled with a little bit of blue dye. And so you'll see that as we flip through the pages. Another pocket, that one there is not stitched. I did a faux stitching with my pen, and that is because I glued it down before I ran it through the sewing machine. I know. I was going way too fast. And because I didn't want it to look too plain, I just took my pen and did a little doodly faux machine stitch all the way around, and it looks so cute. This is an envelope, you guys. I have altered an envelope. A video is also linked down below on how I altered it. And that little owl is also a stamp from Stamping Bella. And on camera, I show you the stamping and then how I color it in just a few easy steps. And then each envelope will include a vintage Yahtzee playing card. And I believe this is from a playing card from 1972. I didn't want you to watch me struggle putting it back in the envelope, and so I just kind of, I'll go back and insert it later, off camera. So the center of the page features more beautiful wooden beads, and there's just an assortment of beads. And I leave them long enough so that you can dangle the beads from the bottom, or if you want, you can just flip them over the top. There's also stamping, and that is a Tim Holtz fall leaf stamp, the blueprint stamp. And I used, it's not red, well, it's like a red, it's barn door, and it coordinated really well with the color theme. This is note paper for my own personal stationery stash. I love it. I have been hoarding this pad for a few years now. It is a pad that I bought at Sundance in a Provo Canyon a few years ago, and it reads, owl, what does it say? I will always love you, owl. And then it has a cute little owl there. That was a tongue twister there. I made clusters with a lot of the papers, the scrap papers that I had left over after cutting down the tags and the signature pages. I had all of these strips and offcuts and just scrap papers. And so I built embellishment based on those scraps. And so what I like to do as I'm using my papers, I keep a bin, and every time I have an offcut or just little bits and pieces of paper, I keep them all contained in a box. So as I'm making ephemera and clusters, I'm reaching and I'm using the same papers over and over again until the point I have nothing left over. Nothing. I use them all up. I try to. The same thing with the die cuts. I use the same thing. The very back cover, I have added a vellum envelope and then this cute little note card with the gold around the edges, and then a fall leaf die cut. And then the envelope, I added some more rub-on transfers, and those are pumpkins. And those I also picked up from Dollar Tree. And then tucked in 2 journaling cards in the back of that envelope, just so you could see that there is a tuck spot back there. I'm going to go find where this paper clip fell from. There we go. And attach it to that card. I just want to make sure that every single paper clip has a ribbon from it, because I love the way it looks from the top and the sides. It is so, so cute, you guys. That one is the smaller of the 2. And these 2, let's see if I remember, because I don't have my notes here in front of me, but I believe these are 8.5 by 6, and the other one's a little bit smaller. They all have a wooden frame, but it's all a different shape. So this one is square, the other one was rectangular, and then the third one is oval. All of them have been gold painted and then burnished with some gold wax. They all have 2 pumpkin stickers that have been embellished with even more gems and the gingham ribbon. They each have one of those wooden birdcage dangles with the bee kind charm on there. And then I used the sunflower paper on the front cover and the green paper on the back cover. And the beads are somewhat similar too. The ribbons to tie it closed are also the same. The first one on the top cover is a bronze satin ribbon, and then the ribbon on the back cover is a bronze organza ribbon. I love these so, so much. Oh my gosh, so beautiful, you guys. And then I lined the inside with more scrapbooking paper, and it's also stitched on the inside too. Here is another cute little house, fall house pocket. Oh my gosh, these were so cute to make, you guys. Love them. They are my absolute favorite. If you haven't watched my little house videos, I recommend you do, because it is one of the most fun things that I have ever created. I kid you not. So fun. And again, made from just one envelope and then collaged. And each one includes 2 of the number 5 size envelopes, right? They fit perfectly in there. So cute. That acorn is punched from an old Stampin' Up! Punch that my sister let me borrow. And see the little window on that little house? I cut it from that scrapbooking paper. That's on the right-hand side. I just fussy cut one of those little windows and glued it to the front, to the facade of my little house. And then the door is just a piece of scrap paper that I embellished with a few stickers. Eco-dyed paper. I don't know if they all have eco-dyed paper. I think I mentioned that. More of the tags, and these I did remember to add the fall rub-ons. They each have one of these cute little envelopes, And they each contain 2 note cards inside, and then with a fall leaf on the outside cover with a Tim Holtz word. All 3 of them have one of those. Then vintage music paper. Oh, this doily. I need to find where I came across these doilies. I may have purchased them on Etsy many years ago, and I only have a few left, so I need to go back and find those because they're my favorite doily. I love them. So another journaling card in that pocket, and I really like, in the past, I would cut the doily to make it fit in the journals. I don't know what I was thinking, but this time around, I thought, I should fold it and then make a pocket from it. So that worked out. And then another of these 3 tags. I like how these journals have a lot of texture. They have a lot of fibers and a lot of different components. So if you like things that have texture and just feel different, this one is great. They feel so good in your hands, you guys. They are nice and sturdy. The covers have been reinforced. I do not let a single cereal box or cookie box or cracker box go to waste. No. I repurpose each and every one. And I now have my family, my daughters. I'm like, please don't throw away your cereal boxes, you guys. Save them for me. Mom, are you okay? I'm great. I just don't throw those cereal boxes away. These cards are so cute, so cute. If you would like to see me work on one of these in the future, let me know down below. It was super fun. I think the card is maybe 3.5 by 5 inches, that watercolor paper, and then I distress the edges with Distress Vintage Photo, and then stamped the image with Vintage Photo, and then just went in and colored it. Super fun. I am a regular colorer. Regular. I'm not going to say beginner because, I've been coloring since kindergarten, but regular is like I'm not professional. I'm just regular. But it turned out cute. And I love the color combination. That pink and orange work so well together. They really do. It's my favorite color combination right now. Fuchsia and orange. Another Rolodex card. In the past, I have always included a Rolodex card in all of my journals, and I use them as my business card, and I'll have a label in the back with all of my details. But this one, I just wanted to keep it in the journal, and that way you can journal on it or put it in your Rolodex. That is a little bulb pen with a gold fall leaf dangling from it. And then each of the journals on the second signature, the beginning of the second one, will have a rosette glued onto that cover of the second signature. And then right behind it, we will have the second set of these Tim Holtz tags. That You Make Me Smile card is from an old Heidi Swapp collection of pocket cards. And they are cut from watercolor paper. And so you could go in there and watercolor and create a nice little look. So some of the things that I've included in the journals are for you to also play with. And that is just a beautiful offcut. And then another pocket with a fall leaf. I love those windows. I love that in the Tim Holtz chapter 3, in the envelopes, the coin envelopes, you have the option to cut out a window if you want. And I love that feature because I used to do them just by hand and, trying to cut it with my cutter. And it works. It works. You just have to take extra time to do it. You could fussy cut it, but the die set that he just recently came out with, it's a game changer. It is just amazing. Such a time saver too. And so if you're able to get your hands on that, I recommend it. More beads dangling from the second signature. I love that little owl, you guys. The little face on that little owl is so cute. If you want to know how I made those coffee rings on that tag, those are faux coffee rings, and I didn't use a stamp. I didn't. I used a water bottle to make those rings. So if you want to see how, that video is down below as well. That little tag there is the smallest of the tags in the die set, and that is a number 2 size. So it's cute. Super cute. And I love that gold leaf. That gold foil paper is so cute. So some of the things I prepared in advance, all of the ephemera and all of the little bits and pieces that I wanted to use in the junk journals. And I cut a lot of those leaves, and I wasn't sure how I was going to use them. So just tucking them into the pockets and even tucking them in this vellum envelope, they just look so pretty, just hanging out in there. So cute. These vellum envelopes I did not make. I did not make these. These are from an old Heidi Swap card kit. And it came with those note cards in it. But how perfect to add it to, or to glue it onto the back cover, because the vellum, it doesn't seem so cumbersome in the back. It doesn't like cover everything. It still lets some of that back paper, you know, the scrapbooking paper in the background kind of come through. And so vellum envelopes for the win, you guys. When I run out of those, I will make more. But for now that I have them, I will just continue to use them. Okay, this is the third and final fall junk journal. And you could see this is an oval wooden frame. So cute. You can clearly see the 2 little stickers there. And then I've just added extra little gems and stickers just to further embellish it. A bird's eye view again. See how there is plenty of room to grow. So I made them chunky as it is. There's a lot of dimension within them, but there is still so much more that you can put into these junk journals. Your pictures, your recipes, your everyday, personal ephemera. And I also want to mention that even though these are fall theme, these can be used all year long. This can be your 2023 journal or part of it. So these aren't specific to fall. You know, if fall is your favorite season, maybe this is something you want to use all year long. And the same thing with all of the other journals that I have. Some of them are holiday specific, Christmas or Halloween, but you can use them all year long. My best friend loves Halloween, so I wouldn't be surprised if she would use a Halloween junk journal all year long because it's just her favorite holiday. More tags just tucked into the little house. And all 3 little houses were made very similar. I used the same stickers and the same little clusters. The only thing that's a little bit different is the little window, the fussy cut window, because I used a scrap piece of that paper. And I had 3 that were okay to use. All the other ones were chopped off. So super cute. I think that ribbon there is vintage silk ribbon. I think so. I think I had a little piece of it on my desk, and so I added it to that paper clip. I really do like how that doily pocket turned out. I can't believe I would cut them in the past. But you know that I've said it before, is the more we work and the more we create, the more ideas grow. And so it's important to kind of always be making something, you guys, always, whether it's coloring or stamping, assembling signatures. Always be making, and new ideas will flourish. Another cute little pocket with 2 note cards in it. I didn't think I would open it again. I thought by the third one you'd know what was in there, but I think I wanted to show off that that gold foil card. Super cute. Super cute. That felt tag is so cute and it feels so nice. And it's really thin felt. Almost feels like felt paper. It's not like your fuzzy craft type of felt. I don't know. This one feels a little more. It's more dense, but it's thin, like paper. I don't know. I can't explain it, but it feels good. This is another one of those fall month and date journaling tags. Another corner tuck with an offcut, a tag, and a glitter. You know, I really like working with glitter. Ever since I made the altered little golden books, and I sprinkled golden elements throughout those junk journals, I'm now sprinkling gold and glitter in all of the junk journals. I just decided that's just what I'm going to do, and I love it. I do have a lot of glitter paper in my stash in all the colors. And I buy it, but I didn't use it very often. And now I'm using it a lot. And it takes a die cut, like a die cut with glitter paper stands out more than just one with plain cardstock. The Stamping Bella stamps that I've recently bought, you guys, they are so cute. That stamping company is new to me. I'd never heard them before, but I came across them because I have been binge watching Anna White lately. And she is an artist and she designs for Stamping Bella and a couple of other companies as well. And when I went on the website, oh my gosh, they have the cutest stamps. So I bought a few. Of them. And in a future video, I'll show you my small collection of the Stamping Bella stamps. Super, super cute. And that's where that owl came from too. Look at how cute that coin envelope looks with that window. Oh my gosh. Stop. It's so cute. I love the graphics, pointing out the graphics on that vintage music paper. I love it. They're so cute. So fun. And that vintage paper, I think, is from the 50s. Another stitched pocket. That plaid paper is so cute. And that one I did remember to stitch before I sewed it down. And then I just layered it with little bits and pieces that I had already cut and had ready to go to create little clusters and little embellishments. I'm not going to take that Yahtzee scorecard all the way out because then I won't be able to put it back in. Let me know what you think down below. Are you enjoying this? I also want to thank all of my new subscribers. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. And I want to thank every single one of you that have been with me from the very beginning. I have been really active in the last 3 years, even though I have been on YouTube for several years. But I have been consistently uploading and being active for about 3 years now. And I thank you so much for being here with me and helping my channel grow. I appreciate you so much. Let me know down below where you are watching from. I'd love to know where you're from. Hello to my new subscribers from Canada and also from the UK and from Italy. And of course, everyone here in the United States and all around the world. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are awesome. You make me so happy. And just a little reminder that these 3 junk journals are available in my Etsy shop, along with a few others that I have there. So if you want to go and hop over and take a look at that, the link is down below. I appreciate you guys being here. and watching with me. Let me know what you think. What was your favorite part about these junk journals? I'd really like to know. If you have any questions or any comments, I appreciate your feedback very much. And when you comment, I try to reply to you as quickly as possible. I know I have to get back on YouTube and answer a few questions that I've just recently had. I've been kind of busy, you guys, really busy. Oh, by the way, remember I was training for my 5K? Guess what, you guys? On October 29th, I ran my 5K. I had been training for 2 months consistently, and you won't believe it. I came in third in my age group. I also PR'd. I came in at 38 minutes and 9 seconds. You guys blew my mind. Last year, I ran the same race. 47 minutes is what it took me, and this year 38 minutes. Blew my mind. I was only focusing on time, so I was so surprised that I came in third. Blew my mind. You guys are awesome. Thank you for your encouragement and your support. I will talk to you later. Bye.